Hi everybody, it is Shae here back for another video. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. And if you are returning, thank you so much for tuning back in. So today's video, I'm going to talk about a few ways that I make extra money as a teacher. If you don't already know, I am a high school teacher here in Southern California. I'm a special ed teacher, so I teach a lot of different subjects. I get a few questions about my being a teacher, so I just thought that this video would be a great way to tell you how to make extra money as a teacher. If you're already a teacher, if you're looking to become a teacher, you always hear stories about how teachers are underpaid, and we definitely are. We're underpaid for the jobs that we do, the jobs with an S that we do. But there are other ways that you can supplement your income. So I wanted to get into a few ways. I actually have about 6, and out of the 6 of them, 5 of them I actually have tried and, made money from. So in no particular order. All right, the first one will be subbing for another class. So if you are already in the profession of teaching, you know that a lot of times teachers may call out and there's no sub available to cover their class. So in high school, and probably, I don't know how it'll work in elementary, but in high school, you're able to just sub that period for that teacher because you have a prep period. So, and I'm pretty sure this is the way it is in most states. I'm not sure, but we have 6 periods in a day and we only teach 5 periods. So you have that one period where you're able to grade papers or prep or do whatever you need to do. So for instance, if there's another teacher that is out, you can use your prep period to sub for them and they have to pay you extra for that. So unfortunately, like we've had a sub shortage. So a lot of times I might get called and they'll say, hey, can you sub during your prep? And it's easy work. The teacher usually leaves lesson plans, some of the students. So it's not like you being a traditional sub where, the kids don't know you and all of that. And they have a lot of behavior issues because of that. So subbing is a way to make extra money. Another way to make extra money as a teacher is something that we call home and hospital in my district. So I'm sure you may call it something else in your district, or you've heard of it as something else. But home and hospital are for students who cannot come to school because of a medical reason. So this was really, really big during after COVID. After we returned to the classroom for COVID, a lot of parents did not want their kids to come to school for the fear of them catching COVID, bringing it home, whatever. So this is when I first started doing home and hospital, and I was able to do home and hospital for about 5 months it was actually an elementary student. So you get extra pay because you're teaching outside of your normal working hours. I would have to end my working day as, with my regular class, and then I'd hop on virtually and I would work with her for an hour a day for 5 days a week. So you count that up, that's like 5 extra hours of overtime. And I did that for 5 months. Really, really good money. It was easy work, but I did have to lesson plan for it. So not sure if it's something I would want to do again, but it was a way to earn extra money. The next one would be tutoring. And this is something that I did this first semester of this school year. So, being a teacher, being in the district for a few years, you build relationships with other teachers. So I built a relationship with another teacher, and she has a tutoring business outside of her regular classroom. She's looking for some teachers to tutor some elementary kids after school, just like 1 day a week. So she reached out to me and I said, of course, I'll do it. So I actually ended up tutoring 2 groups of students. I had 2 groups of elementary students. So I tutored for 2 hours on Thursday. I tutored one group for an hour, and then I tutored the other group for the next hour. So that was a way to earn extra money. The next one is being department chair. So when I was at the middle school level, I was department chair for the special education department, like our teachers. And I did that for about 2 years. So that looks like you know, holding the special ed meetings for my department and several other things. But it is something that you're doing in addition to your regular work. So I was able to get extra pay for that. So that was something else, another way that I was able to earn extra money. Another thing that that you can earn extra money from is coaching. Now, this I have not done before, where you coach football or whatever, cheerleading, whatever. You get like a stipend. There is nothing that I have been interested in doing, so I haven't like signed up to do any type of coaching or any type of like extracurricular activity for students. But it is a way to earn extra money. You get a stipend, and as far as I know, you get a stipend. Like that's what they do for our district. So I think they give you like a set amount of money to do this activity for whatever time frame. The last thing is Teachers Pay Teachers. So if you're not familiar, there's a site called Teachers Pay Teachers where teachers are able to create resources for other teachers. So lesson plans, like different activities. It's a whole lot of different things. So I actually was able to create some lesson plans for a book, my sister's book actually. I created a lesson plan for that and I put it up on the site, and I was able to, and I'm still selling lesson plans for that book. And I plan on doing more because it's like, it's not easy to do, but once you get everything going, because it took time, because I, of course, had to read the whole book, and I made lesson plans for each chapter. So it does take time, but once you get it up and going, it's like money coming in. I wake up some mornings and it's like, oh, you just sold something on Teachers Pay Teachers. So it's really, really good. The only thing, in order to profit a lot from that site, you would have to sign up for their like subscription plan. And I haven't done so yet because I don't have a lot of products there. But when I do put up more, I'll sign up for that so then I can gain most of my profits. Hi, it's Editing Shae here, and I noticed that I left off the way that I've made the most money as a teacher, and that is from summer school. So as long as I've been a teacher, which is only about 6 years or so, I've probably taught summer school 3 times. And yes, it's like I don't want to do any work during the summer, but at the same time, you only work for about 4 or 5 weeks. And then also you only work for about 4 hours that day, 4.5 hours. So anyway, I've done summer school. The money is really, really good for summer school. So that is another way that you can earn extra money as a teacher. Anyway, I hope that this video has been helpful to you. If you're a teacher, I hope that some of these will be valuable to you. If you're thinking of becoming a teacher, yes, we are underpaid, but the job is rewarding. It has its negatives, but it also has its positives. So it can be very rewarding, and you can also supplement your income several ways. If you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out to me, and thank you so much for watching.